A local pediatric dentist is sinking his teeth into the world of writing and being a little silly about it. He is here to talk more about his book, Dr. Trey, as everyone knows him as. Thank you for stopping by.
I appreciate you having me. I love being here.
Absolutely. I do want to talk to you about this, though, because it is topping headlines. Fluoride. As you know, Utah, the first state now to take fluoride out of their water. That happened just yesterday. What is the messaging on fluoride for dental health?
Well, it's, speaking kind of generically and as far as my position on it is fluoride has been so tried and true tested for dental disease and dental caries. It reduces dental caries. It's the number one thing that for public health that has reduced dental disease. It's reduced the number of school absences because of dental disease. It's just it's just a natural mineral that God gave us that can really has health benefits in the oral cavity. I understand the fears that people have. I understand all the controversies. The big message for me is to say, don't knee-jerk react. The idea of just taking fluoride out of the water it really makes me concerned that we are going to see an increased rise of dental caries and the problems associated with it, when I don't believe that there is as tried and true studies that suggest the negative implications. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be studying it, but it certainly is not something that I would knee-jerk and say that's a thing, because there's water systems. I mean, the reason why we found that fluoride worked is because it's natural in our water. It's fluorine combined with other elements makes fluoride, and we found that the rate of dental caries in those counties that had and communities that had natural fluoride in the water the amount of caries was decreased, and we realized that was what it caused. And so it's been a long time to try to figure out what's the optimal balance to prevent dental decay and also give the not have negative effects of fluorosis and toxicity and that sort of thing. And most of the studies that have recently come out that have caused that knee-jerk reaction, if you really read them, you're going to find that those were all outside their international communities that were studied, and the amount of fluoride was twice as much as the amount of fluoride that's in our community. So the studies are they're not perfect, and people are reacting to those, I think.
All right. Well, I know you, being a dentist, you probably talk more about that, but you do want to highlight this silliness that's going on here. And when it comes to dental hygiene, children can be afraid, and we don't want that.
Exactly. And I can talk dentistry all day long, and I love it, and I love what I do. And one of the things is dealing with the psychology behind dentistry and children. And my personality is just naturally where I'm kind of silly anyway, and that kind of worked out perfectly for the career that I'm in. But I had written this book primarily for my nephews and nieces years ago, and because I'm kind of the silly uncle, and I thought it'd be a great Christmas gift. And they were all at the new learning, the reading stage and learning. And I realized that phonetics and tongue twisters and doing it in a silly way encouraged them to want to read more. And so I wrote this book, and then I had it on just with my nephews and nieces. And then I met a really cool kid named Chapel Hayes. He's actually the son of singer Walker Hayes. And Chapel is in high school, and he's a very talented artist. And we were just talking about his gift. And I said, well, I have this book. Would you be interested in illustrating it? And he jumped at the chance, which I was really happy about. So the book, the best part about it, I think, is Chapel's illustrations. But it's been a really fun project.
It looks like a lot of fun. I'm not going to attempt to try to read some of these on TV, mostly because we're out of time, not because I can't do it.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr.
Hey,
Trey,
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.